Just Talk. We're back at the table. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm also a little nervous in the best way possible. And if this is your first time tuning in, you're in for a treat and I hope you come back. And if this is another moment with us and coming to the table for you, that's great also. Drum roll, please. Please help me welcome to the table permanently, Jamal Douglas.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? It's so good to be here.
Yes. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. I'm great. Talking, hanging out with my homies. This is it.
Molly, we're here. You're at the table.
We're here. We're at the table. This is what we do though on the regular, Whenever we're together, we're just talking shit out loud, seeing what it is, So another day.
Another day, and I'm super excited to have you in this space. I'm super excited to have you by my side as a co-host and friend, partner, all the things. So thank you.
Amen.
For being here, Molly.
Amen. Thank you for having me. This purple looks good surrounding you. Come on, royal, high vibrational. Your third eye open, huh?
So let's introduce the second table talker. This is. He's a special one. I call him my twin. I'm not gonna go into it, but I love him and stuff. And we're gonna bring him into the room. Please help me introduce permanently co-host table talker, Justin Weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. What is going on? Table Talk is Just Talk. I'm happy to be here. I love you, twin. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I love you too. I'm happy to have you here. Those intros were not even close to, I guess, capturing all that the both of you are to me, and also just who you are as a human and as humans and artists. So I'm really excited for people to be in the space with us and to get to know you more. You both more. I mean, all of us more, but like specifically you both. So I'm very excited to have you here with us. So what's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's your vibe, Justin? How you feeling today?
Today on this June 11th, this is Saturday. Today's Saturday, right?
Today's
It's Saturday. We don't be knowing.
We don't be knowing. I feel I have an attitude of gratitude today. I'm feeling excited for Just Talk, for the beginning of this journey. I'm also still in a place of processing a lot. For the viewers, we all actors and performers and artists of various kinds. I closed the show on Sunday. And it was a long process, a 2-year process, because we started at the beginning of the pandemic. And so I'm like decompressing and processing all of that. And now I'm posted up in a hotel room, kind of getting my life for the next thing. So the vibe is gratitude. The vibe is excitement. The vibe is curiosity.
I love it.
That's beautiful.
I love those vibes.
What's the show?
Oh, right.
The place is called There's Always the Hudson, written by Paola Lázaro. It's a look at trauma and the bonds of chosen family. I think that's like a kind of succinct description of the show, about 2 friends who make a suicide pact. And the play is the day of the pact. And they say before we jump off the bridge, they're going to jump off the GW bridge at 4:30 a.m. And they say before we do, we're going to fuck up everybody who fucked us over in life. And so it's like a revenge tragedy or revenge comedy. It's heartbreaking and hilarious. So I'm very thankful to be able to do it. And thank you, twin. Thank you.
And for being back on stage. I mean, I feel like for a lot of like artists, especially stage actors, right? I mean, and everyone and crew and everyone that um has a huge part of like making these stories like come to life on stage. Um Wanting to get back in the theater is a huge thing, beyond being a huge thing, but just like not knowing what to expect. And
Uh-huh.
I was always imagining, and still am, because I haven't been back on stage since the Panorama, but I'm always imagining like what that first dive back into the spaces, and not just like seeing like theater and seeing other performances, but just like actually doing the work, like being back in the rehearsal room, being back around other creatives constantly, but also like what does that feel like on your body, because it's been so long since we've been. And Jamal, you could talk about this too, because your show, and I would like you to talk about the show that you did back, what's today, May,
March.
March,
Yeah.
March.
Oh, wow.
And also talk about that. And so, yeah, can you tell them about the show? Tell them about the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Justin, I wish I could have seen it, but I'm glad to hear about the show. I want to read it now and see it the next time it's up. So congratulations to you telling that story, because as artists, you know, the things that we are portraying to an audience, we are taking within our spiritual being to tell the story, right? And so there's things that we have to process telling these stories too. And sometimes there's mirrors there in different ways because we're all processing trauma. So thank you for going on that journey for us and with us. That's, people don't be knowing that about acting. They think we just putting something on. Like, no, we're actually going through a story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I came back to the stage back in March with Tri-Step Trip, written by Baaaaack Brathwaite. This is a hip-hop musical, if I can call it that, about the subjugation of Black and brown beings in the judicial system in this here America and our history. And it's a beautiful show with a lot of stepping, some doo-wop, some dance, a lot of hip-hop, some DJing. It's just a beautiful show. And it was wonderful getting back to the room, challenging in many ways, because I think during the pandemic we learned that we need what we need in the rehearsal space, you know? And so putting our bodies back to work in that way and then going into a rigorous schedule of shooting and performing the show was invigorating, challenging, and hard in all beautiful ways that helped us all grow. So hopefully we'll be back. We always go away for a little bit and come back. So Tri-Step Trip by Baaaaack Brathwaite. Kashana, you were there. We had a good time. It was a good turnout.
Amazing. It was amazing. It was truly an experience. Like, and everyone was with, like, we were all together in it. Like the audience, you could feel like everyone was together in the space and like having a joined experience. That's not what I want to say. What's the word?
A communal experience.
Yeah.
It's community, you know, because we're telling the story of us when we do this. And in the show, you have all of these you know, addicts who are finding themselves in each other and missing each other. But the show is all about finding yourself in the other, because until you see yourself in the other, you know, it's kind of hard to grow. You're just at a battle with yourself, which is the person you're talking to. So.
And what your bodies had to do, both of you. I mean, what the productions required of you, demanded of you, honestly. Very intense for it to be a welcome back. You know what I mean? And I think that you all did it so beautifully and gracefully. And it was hard, but you did it. And I think witnessing from my side, and also like being aware of like some of the trials and tribulations throughout the process for the both of you, y'all did that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, lad.
Jamal, what's your vibe today? How you feeling today?
Yo, today my vibe is really, it's crazy, sexy, cool. If I can, you know, talk about TLC for a second. I'm feeling, listen, my birthday was May 19th, so I am a summer, spring baby. And so this is when I awaken and I bloom like the flowers. I was up at 2 a.m., started reading my book, and I've been having a good day so far, moving nice and slow, step by step with my dog. Went to the vet today. I'm feeling really happy and joyous and grateful to be here. You know, life has been a journey this year, and every day I wake up with new perspective and a journey to explore, to discover more. Curiosity, Justin. I'm happy. So the vibe is cool today. Yeah.
I love
Happy
it.
belated, Jamal.
Thank you. Thank you, 34. 34.
Oh, come on.
Right out that Jesus year.
Right out the Jesus year, Lord, and what a year!
Got me.
What a year. Truly, what a year! Yeah, so I love the vibe. The vibe is crazy. Sexy cool? Did you say sexy?
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Cool.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Yeah, so Kashana, what's your vibe today?
Yes. So my vibe is we here. We just here. That's my vibe. And basically I feel like that allows me to really give myself permission to be present in the not knowing. Like it really does, because I think I do tend to try to fight against that. I feel like a lot of us try to fight against and not like, we all know like we don't know what's coming and stuff like that, but like in the midst of like awaiting more uncertainty, I think we also get into this place where we fight it ourselves, like in our small spaces, right? So for me, it's like, okay, I know I have this coming up next month and I have this coming up and I do this. And some things have been falling off my schedule because we're coming to the close, right, of one season and opening up. And then I start to get a little nervous. And I'm like, no, it's fine. We were here before and it worked out before. I know it's going to work out. It always works out. But you still have to like actively fight against that part of yourself. And that shit is hard. So the times when that happens, I'm just like, nope. And I think the we just here is just like a way to like ground me. Back to my favorite segment, which is the What's in Your Cup segment, where we share what we're drinking for the evening. And we're hoping that if you're watching with us, that you're like, partaking in some sip, and that could be non-alcoholic. So for tonight, Jamal, what are you pulling up to the table with?
It's a hot day here in the Valley of Los Angeles, and I got me some hard kombucha by Strange Beast. It's watermelon and lime, and it's light and refreshing, It's the middle of the day. I feel good.
Yeah, that sounds refreshing. You said watermelon and
lime.
Lime.
It's summer, baby.
It's nice. I like it. Justin, what you put up to the table with?
So I have two things I'm at the table with. I wasn't sure what I wanted to sip on. So I went to brunch this morning and had a mimosa. So I've had my alcohol for the day, but I also have Mr. Jose, my friend. That's Jose. So I have like a little shotty that I can sip on. But then also, since we're here and we're Black, I also just have some red drink. It's it's ever fresh. I know you've seen it at the bodega. I know you've seen it at the gas station and at the stores. So that's what I'm sipping on today with my little ghost pepper potato chips that I'm eating.
I love that. Yes, we know
that's right.
Fresh. We know Everfresh.
You know Everfresh. You know it.
Also, what is the other one like that we used to drink as kids that wasn't really
Arizona iced tea? You're not thinking about that?
I mean, yes, Arizona iced tea, but it would be in like the carton. Started with a T.
Oh, I can see it. I can.
Tropicana?
No. High key Tropicana was a good day, okay, when you were able to get a nice named recognizable brand of drink. But that's not what we talk about. We talk about the off one that was like really thick. And it was
thick.
It was a little thick.
Why?
Because it was in juice. That's why.
The non-juice is thin too. Let be the thinnest.
It wasn't
right.
Not what we were drinking in the hood. It was some sugar that they batched up in the factory and sold at the store. If we want to
now
talk
I'm trying to figure out what it is. Now I don't know.
You gotta let me know because I don't know what that is.
I know y'all. Listen, if someone knows what the drink is, if you can see it in your head, it's like a carton, like a milk carton, but for juice, and it just had like a sticker on there, and it was.
What hood is this? I'm just saying. I was just thinking, I don't know, carton, it's a carton.
First of all,
okay.
Wait, no, not, is a carton the correct term? Like,
a jug?
A jug.
Oh, like, I know what you're talking about. At the grocery store, they had like the pink one and the orange one. I don't know the name.
Okay, I said carton, but y'all know what I meant.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. The pink one was my joint. I don't know if that was guava back then, but it was so good.
It
I
wasn't.
can't remember the name of it.
It wasn't. That's how I know. You said the pink one, and that's how we would ask for juice. Can you get me the pink, the green?
Pink one? Green was
flavor,
my favorite.
The colors of the flavors.
Yeah. What you drinking though?
Oh yeah. I'm also drinking kombucha. But this get my life back. It's not hard kombucha, but it's raw. Pause.
Well, we're gonna drink to that. Cheers! Clink, 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 clink.
Clank, 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 clank.
Cheers.
I should have brought my little kombucha. Y'all all healthy.
I told you I had a mean hangover. So while I was like doing the death walk to the store this morning, what is gonna bring me back? And the first sip, I was like, okay. Oh, I didn't say the flavor. The flavor is Guava Goddess. Speaking about Guava Goddess.
How did we know? How did we know? Come on, how did we know?
And I am a Guava Goddess, so it's tracking. Hey. It tracks.
Island guy.
Okay, so we have a new segment that I'm really excited about. It's called Pass the J. And yes, this is a 420 Mary J fellowship space. So if you feel like you want to pull up to the table with one, or you want to roll one at the table, please feel free to do that. Please feel free to do that. Come as you are and be comfortable. But this segment called Pass the J, I love how we share, right, in the space with each other, in our little tribes and community, and I want to definitely open that up. And so what I mean by that is anything that we're reading, any good shows that we've seen, films, playlists, podcasts, because I know everybody's on podcasts, right? Podcast. What else did I say? Plays, productions, anything that you have gotten hip to and you just felt like, damn, I want to tell people about it. I also want to support the art. This is the segment for that, and we want to bring it to you. Whatever we're chewing on, we want to share it with you. So, do y'all have any J's to pass? And if so,
J pass.
Okay. Yes. Twin.
So, I have just finished Michaela Cole's Misfits. Now, for those who don't know Michaela Cole, I think there's a picture front and the back. This beautiful goddess of chewing gum, of I May Destroy You, of I can't. There's another movie she was in where she played like the love interest of someone. I can't remember. Fantastic writer, incredible creative, and she gave a speech for the television industry. And this is what this book turned out to be. It's a great read, short read for artists, talking about what it means to create under the umbrella of industry, what it means to have agency and autonomy over the thing that you create. What does it mean to be a misfit? What does it mean to find your own? Those things that babies play with, where it's like put the circle in the circle hole. Yeah. Square. What happens when you don't meet any of the shapes? You know, what happens when you can't fit in somewhere, and how to carve out that space for yourself. A lot of gems in here, incredibly enlightening and inspiring. The motif of the moth, I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michaela Cole's Misfits. Go pick this up. It's very short. It's in bookstores everywhere. Look, boom. It's already now. All right, was that going to be your J that you're going to pass?
No, it was going to be my J. I had a feeling that it might be your J, and I just wanted to second that J pass.
Hey, okay. Misfits on Michaela Cole, going and do what it do.
I gotta get into that.
It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal read and very quick. Yeah, shout out to Hillman Grad Productions for gifting us these at the beginning of our mentorship program. Thank you. Yes, Michaela Cole. We stan Michaela Cole here. This is a Michaela Cole
amazing
household.
thing, an amazing thing. Yeah.
I want to see her Nina Simone.
Absolutely, do it. Casting.
I want to see her play Nina Simone, or what I do.
Michaela Cole as Nina Simone. I feel like a lot of people have said that and put that out into the space anyway. I'm pretty sure she has, the timing of it, the production team, all of it. Whenever that comes around, because it hasn't happened yet, it has not happened yet. And that's what we're saying. When the time comes around again, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. Molly, what's your J? You got a J?
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm always reading something. I'm not listening to a lot these days, and I don't watch TV right now. But I am reading Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukov. And this has been an amazing experience getting into this book. It's about recognizing, realizing, and accepting that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and tapping you into how to free yourself from the chains of society that tells us that we're less than. Again, we're at war with ourselves. And so this is about all those pains and all that suffering and all the hate, knowing that when you give it out and you're upset at the world, it's coming back your way in the energy that you create. And so I'm a quarter of the way through this book. It's hard work. I've been on a beautiful journey over the past 2.5 years. And so I keep picking up books like this because all spiritual books are saying the same thing in different languages, yet the same language, it's all one. And so daily reminders for me when I get up early so that I can stay in line with my soul, knowing that nothing is away from me. It's all with me all the time. So that's what I'm reading right now. Let me pass that on to you.
Yes. Who's the author?
Gary Zukov.
Yeah, can you put it up to the screen again, Molly?
Yes. Seats of the Soul. And the foreword in this book is by Oprah Winfrey and Maya Angelou.
Of course.
And this was a book very early in Oprah Winfrey's career as a talk show host that she read that changed things for her. And she started changing the Oprah show then. And the universe, the planet wasn't ready for it yet, if you go back and look at those early episodes. But look where we are now.
but look where we are now. And also, look where Oprah is.
Yes.
I definitely second both of these reads that you're suggesting for the coffee table. And I also have one as well. It's a good one. It's been around for a long time.
The Alchemist.
Y'all know it.
Come on, Santiago.
I'm in the middle of my second read through this and really taking my time with it, like for real. So I go up to the roof and I just read a couple pages and just actually take it in. The first pass of it was we were talking about it. But yeah, the second one is more, I guess, a more intentional read. And meeting the pages with where I'm at in that present moment is what I am now doing.
Yeah. That's the only way to meet anything. Where you're at in the moment, because where else could you be?